How excited are you about tomorrow night in that ring ceremony?
Yeah, definitely excited. First chance to get to see our ring, see the banner go up, back in front of our fans again. So definitely excited for tomorrow night.
What did it mean to you to be a part of the design process?
I got a little bit. Giannis said there was a little bit more to it, so I got to see the basic version of it, which I thought was pretty neat. But from what I'm hearing from him, there's some other little things in there that I haven't gotten to see yet.
I know every once in a while your wrist is a little heavy, but you aren't the biggest bling guy. Like you guys as a team aren't the biggest bling guys. Like what is it's weird that the encapsulation of a career, like the big thing, is something that I don't think you guys really do having. How do you feel about that?
About the ring?
Like just having a flashy thing. That's
that's
your whole
definitely might be on my hand just for that night, and then put it in the case. Put it aside somewhere in my house, but I can't see myself wearing it too much.
Is it going to go next year, gold medal?
Probably so. That's probably a perfect place for it to be, but I'm definitely excited to have both of those things.
So you're not going to be walking around Milwaukee with the gold medal?
No, I don't think y'all want to see me walking around with that. Y'all see me walking around just like this with some sweats and some flip-flops maybe, but it would be pretty cool to have those things on, maybe just walk around one day. I guess that's all I can have.
Is there, Drew sounded just excited, like there's an anticipation for it, because that's like the tangible thing. Like the trophy you can carry around, but it's got to go in a room somewhere. Is there an anticipation to a degree, like that's the tangible thing?
For sure. That's when you I guess you see the proof that you actually won. I think the ring symbolizes that all. It's something that you can hold on to for years and pass it down to your family and kids and whatnot. So to be able to see it and see okay, this is the thing that we won it sounds corny or cheesy sometimes, but it's actually pretty cool.
I guess for you, you're probably going to see a bunch of Katie tomorrow night. What do you feel like you learned in that series? And then I know Drew also said maybe you learned a little bit more as teammates as well, like with Team USA.
I think I learned, more playing with him than playing against him. He's just a guy that you literally can't stop. I've seen it firsthand of what he did to those other national teams on his side, and he does it so nonchalant. It makes it look easy, but the work that he puts in, that's when you really realize how good he is and why he's so good. With his routine, his reps, everything's game speed, everything's sharp, and everything has to be perfect. So when he goes onto the court, everything's second nature. He's just out there playing freely and not really thinking about much, and that's because he put in all that hard work, when nobody was watching.
In that series against the Nets, you ended up getting a couple strips on him, and did it feel like you started to figure out some of his, tendencies? I know he's so kind of unpredictable.
I mean, he's definitely one of the most players I watched just highlights and film on since I was in college. So there's some things that I was able to see was coming before, but then that's maybe once out of 50, you know what I mean? So he's an extremely gifted scorer and basketball player, whereas sometimes you're going to get lucky where you're able to see something ahead of time, but he's so good at countering his moves and hiding his moves in his shot, into his shot. That's why he's one of the best that there will ever be.
Hey, Khris, I'm kind of wondering, how do you mentally prepare for a season? I mean, this has been so different, right? The break and everything going into it, to then go into a regular season. Do you take like a week, a day to mentally clear everything and prepare for the season, or do you just kind of go straight through?
It's kind of, when I start my, off-season workouts where, just go in a mindset with kind of the areas that you want to be better at, the things that you did well the season before and how to excel in those areas also. And then just, take it 10 games at a time. That's one thing I've learned, throughout my career. Take it 10 games at a time, where how you're playing and how the team is playing. That's how you kind of get a good gauge of where you're at and not really focus on too far ahead, but also kind of giving yourself the path that you want to follow.
What do you expect that dynamic to be? Like tomorrow you're celebrating a title, you get your rings, and then all of a sudden you have to turn around and play one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah. I definitely think it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be fun for sure. To be able to get our rings and, have those emotions of, winning, seeing our championship banner go up, seeing the rings, thinking about, what you did in the past. But then 10 minutes later, starting a whole another season against a great team that, we had to go against in 7 games in a grueling series. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge. But I think that's what the season, the playoffs is about, tons of different types of challenges, and you just have to be strong and stay the course through it all, through the ups and the downs.
How do you physically? I know we asked you what it might be like. The short off you're like, oh, check back with me once we get going. And then you're like, I feel all right. And then you had said, I'm maybe not where I totally want to be. So now that it's over and you're going to start this, how are your legs feeling? How's your body kind of feeling as you?
Body feels great. Mind is great. I think, wind and lungs is still a little bit behind, which is expected from, a lot of us. But I think Buzz, like I said, has been doing a great job of trying to challenge us in the practices. The games that we have played, he challenged us to play hard in a little bit extended minutes that we got. But I'm in a great place right now. My body, like I said, my body feels fine, feels fresh and ready to go.